$250,000 in the county highway checking account. We didn't invest it because Jimmy stopped in today. They want to be able to pay for that in January, so we had to keep it available. It's basically
Jimmy told us that last.
Yeah, because they're going to take delivery on February 1st. He said February 15th would be too late.
Right.
So what we did, we just put it in with checking. We made a new line item called machinery and equipment, which we had that years ago. I mean, and we got rid of that line item within the county highway budget back probably like 98, 99, because they just didn't need it anymore. But I went ahead and reestablished that, put that in there, so it'd be earmarked just for that.
I think
greater.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they got so much on the investment sheet. That's why they got so much in checking.
There's going to be. He's setting up a maintenance fund. Is that the same?
Yeah, same thing.
I mean, he wants to put 20% of all his day labor projects right into that for, you know, eventually you can turn the equipment over.
Right.
So, and in our packet is a thing that he handed out last night. That kind of explains their day labor and how much money you can make beside versus a contractor. And also their employees, just some notes on the mileage and the bridges and things like that, and then their anticipated project of 2013. This was basically for the new guys on the committee's benefit, just to kind of get an idea of what goes on.
And I don't think he's got that claim done, Bill, for the grader yet.
Yeah.
We'll have it for the board meeting.
Okay.
So you guys will have to sign it.
Well, we signed it last night.
Oh, did you?
So it'll
Okay.
be in the packet.
It should be in here.
Oh, yeah, all right.
What was that? That was $218,000.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
And then the rest is going to go into.
Right, which it's already there essentially.
Okay,
It's
so
already in there
that's,
essentially.
they're gonna maintain the whole $250,000.
Right, right.
But this way, this gives him authorization to go ahead and give them the check.
When on
When
paper,
the graders
yeah.
ready. Not that we paid for it yet, but it just authorized it.
Well, it's good to go when
Yeah.
the time comes, so.
Any news on law enforcement?
There wasn't anything, I haven't done that or anything, so I just, there was
Okay.
nothing. And she didn't
Okay.
just will me to anything, so.
We need a motion to pay claims.
Were they in there?
This stuff, do we need one there?
Was there law enforcement stuff in
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
Did they bring the claims?
Well, I thought,
Excuse me.
I don't know.
yeah, I think it is in there.
It's not in our package.
No, I think it's in there. I think when I was going through, I think it's in law enforcement in there. I'll make a motion to pay the claims.
I will second that.
Okay, anybody have any other? I've got one thing that we've talked about in the past, you know, IMRF buyouts and stuff. Is that something that we want to pursue? You know, now that we're gonna lose some people there,
Where do we take the money from to do that, Bill?
we might have to ask Phyllis that.
Well, you know, if you recall, when we were at budget meetings, we got to talking about leaving the IMRF levy up there
Right.
pretty high, so there
So we can have
might be a
funds to,
surplus, you know, at some point. You can use that, for retirement, I believe, so.
And it's something I think we'd have till December 31st, is that correct? For this year, that somebody could elect to do it, but we'd have to get a hold of IMRF.
in
And,
And our idea
2012.
was to wait until the transfer happened, so we
Right.
don't
Right.
have to
right,
to do
Right.
anything for everything.
And, you know,
Just do it.
how many people are eligible, I don't know. It might be 2, it might be 12, you know, I have no idea.
So these buyouts are for people who wanna leave early?
Uh-huh,
Okay.
and they pay so much and we pay so much.
Is that they don't have enough time in, so,
Right,
so what they're doing is they're basically purchasing
Oh,
time with their own money, correct?
and,
And then we help them out.
right. But we've talked about doing it, in the past.
That one.
Yeah, in fact, we had, wasn't it last year we had all the paperwork?
I think that was 2 years ago,
Was
actually.
it 2 years?
I think it was.
Yeah, I don't
Flies when
remember
you're
that.
having a good time.
Did they establish a number at that time at how many people were going to be going early, or?
They're not gonna know until after the close.
It was quite a few that were eligible because we had nursing home and hospital in there also. So, you know, of course, that number will be much less.
So what's the benefit out of letting them, buying them out of their retirement on this deal?
It's cheaper for us in the long run.
Your upper end, you know.
So we take them
salaried
off the
people.
payrolls,
Mhm. And if you replace, then you replace with.
bring them at starting wages and that.
Right.
So the funds would be taken from the IRMRF funds that we should have surplus in.
I would think.
And I believe, didn't they even have a payback period? I mean, if you gave this someone, you know, you're gonna save so much, you know, at the end of 5 years, you know, you're done, or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was, but there was a payback period, or
Right.
after that, you're,
Depending on how young the people were,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
because like law enforcement, they can retire at, I think it's 50, right? With so many years of service. So their payback period's a lot longer, but, you know, us peons, you know, it's 55 with 20 years, I believe.
Yeah, and the employee would pay their share over 2 years, and I think the county can pay their share over 10 years, I think it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's spread out over.
But then after that, the county has no obligation whatsoever, correct?
Right, yeah, the
Because
whole idea
they-
is the high-end people go out, and then
Right.
you move people up, and they of course wouldn't make as much, and you bring people in from the bottom.
If we have to offer it to everybody, this employees, right?
people that are in our.
They're eligible.
Yeah,
They're
people
eligible.
are eligible.
They, you
Which
know-
I agree with Phyllis, I don't think there's gonna be that many once
No.
we're at the hospital.
No,
There's
you have a
some-
lot of options, you know, you can, like, pay maybe their insurance for a certain length of time, or, you know, the school districts bump pay up, and I don't agree with that, but for the last year or something like that, just to get their retirement benefits up. But, you know, there's a lot of options of things that you could do, you might wanna consult somebody who has some experience in that.
Of course, if you paid their insurance, that would come out of general fund, not the IMRF, wouldn't it? Or-
Not necessarily,
Wouldn't have to,
if you're
okay.
using it as a benefit for a retiree, then
Oh,
I think
okay.
you could.
And I think they can buy out up to 5 years. I haven't looked at this for several months, but, and that, once you open the window to offer it, I think they have like 1 year from that date to sign on a dotted line to do it.
Yeah,
And that's all if my memory serves me correctly.
yeah, and IMRF will do an audit of our people whenever we say, you know, we'd like to have this done. Since they already have it done for 2 years ago, you know, they can just weed out and,
So just say if we did it April 1st, the window would be open till the following April 1st. Okay.
We have about 19 people retiring at the hospital and nursing home. None of them, a couple of them are early, but, they chose to retire before
I see, yeah.
before it transferred over so that they could get their benefits. And mainly, the majority of them was to get our insurance. So, we're going to have a lot of retirees on our insurance. At least for a year. I can see them dropping it maybe after a year.
What rate would they pay?
They pay the IRMRF rate, which is about what we're paying, you know, for our normal people. But they pay that, you know, they either have it taken out of their check every month, or they pay us by the first of the month.
Is this a matching fund thing that we do?
Cobra, except it's IMRF, and they can have it forever if they choose to. They can continue to be with us forever, where Cobra is just, you know, the 18 months. But, most of them, it's because they have a spouse that is hard to insure.
Sure.
So we're taking some risk with that. But
Well, I presume then we should probably wait until the dust settles from the hospital nursing home before we initiate it. So I guess it's just something to bring up and to try to remember when that's sold, we can pursue it a little
It'd be
bit.
nice to have a number before we start talking.
Oh,
about
sure,
it.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I think that Cindy Landon will generate you
yeah.
a list of who's eligible, just have to ask.
And I have the old list, and I could probably go through and just figure,
Yeah,
you know,
pretty
who would
close, yeah.
qualify.
Yeah.
If I can find it.
Okay, any other? Any public comment? Is there a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion.
I'm having trouble.
You okay, Tom?
Well, I don't know.
You need a
I
doctor?
can't even work this calculator, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. To get mileage, I take the number of miles they've got listed, times
52 cents.
53.
Is it 53 cents?
That's what,
You know,
Says on the sheet.
has that changed?
It changes every
It
year.
goes
I know.
up every year a little
Should
bit.
be.
But it's not till the January that it changes, right?
Right.
And it was 55.5, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what I thought.
okay.
So
The
through
last
this
one
month,
says
in my mind, it should be 55.5.
Yeah.
And in January, it's adjusted every year, and maybe
Right.
they came down.
I don't know.
Well, I won't say them because I don't know.
So I take that times
You know, I don't have any
55.5.
contact with any of that, so.
Yeah, pick a number.
Yeah.
Or if somebody chooses to charge less, they charge less.
Yeah.
And Jane figures that out, you don't have to figure that out for them.
Just put your miles down, she'll do it.
Well, I got one crossed out.
Somebody second that?
No,
No.
great, great.
Okay, I'll second it.
Okay.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye.